All right, guys, here we go with our Prizm baseball. The Mariners, Blue Jays are available. Anyone watching the live can get their guesses in for the player on the last auto in this one. 20 in credit, 12 packs, 12 cards per pack, 3 autos per box on average. See if we can hit a 101, a color blast, something ultra rare out of here would be nice. There's our 12 packs. There's our empty box. We have one more break, or actually 2 more breaks tonight. We got certified NBA and composite football coming up after this. Good luck to everybody in this one. Mark Brunell, or Mark Burley, Bucky Dent, George Lombard Jr., Thomas White, Kevin McGonigal, Dunkwell Fernandez, Jose Canseco, Red Waves, those are not numbered. The blue, Kendall George, that is out of 199. Let's go to Los Angeles. Then we got Dylan Cruz, silver. Nick Lofton, rookie. Jake Bloss, Alonzo Treadwell. All right, the Blue Jays are gone. Last I've seen, the only team we had left was the Mariners then. Blake Mitchell, Carson Williams, Colton Cowser, rookie. Bobby Valentine, Lou Piniella, Emerson Hancock, Adam Dunn on the Red Wave. A blue Joe Girardi. That is out of 199. That's going to New York. Arwan Namala, Tay Pete, Jackson Jobe, Noah Schultz. Get those guesses in for the player on the last auto. 3 breaks left. Grab your teams in those last 3 breaks. Or 2 breaks left. Rod Carew, Carlos Beltran, Mike Schmidt, Ernie Banks, Chase Hampton, Mel Ott, Ty Madden, Yuri Perez out of 499 for the Marlins. Jackson Churio on the hype. Pete Rose, Celestin Kirby Puckett. Chase DeLauder, Jimmy Rollins, Walker Martin, Jet Williams, Jay Buhner, Braden Taylor, Carlton Fisk, Jacob Mizorowski out of 499 for the Brewers spots. Ethan Salas, Jim Rice, Yohandy Morales, Randy Johnson. Kyle Harrison, rookie. We got Luis Matos, Yuri Perez again, Ethan Salas, Sebastian Walcott, Jim Thome, Mark McGuire, silver, Joe Girardi again, this time out of 499. Marcelo Mayer, Yu-Min Lin, Brando Maea, Colson Montgomery. Let's pack them. We'll top load what we have. We'll be halfway through this one. 2 more breaks tonight after this. Totally certified NBA, grab your teams, and composite football. There was quite a few teams left in composite football. Max Muncy, Frank Thomas, Eddie Matthews, Mickey Mantle, Ken Griffey Jr., Hurston Walter, Jimmy Rollins, a red, George Lombard Jr. out of 299. Blake Mitchell, Willie McCovey, Amador, rookie, and Tyler Soderstrom. Top load what we have. We should have 3 autos still lurking in this box here, so you guys still have time to get your guesses in for those. For the player on the last auto. These top loaded here. All right, our next pack. There's Chipper Jones to start us off. Luke Little, Aaron Judge, Ted Simmons, Austin Wells, Kendall George, Silver Bobby Witt Jr., a red Keith Hernandez out of 299. Yoandre Morales, Michael Lowell, Xavier Isaac, Kemp Alderman. Pedro Martinez, Ichiro, Chase Petty, Pee Wee Reese, Andrew Painter, David Freese, James Wood, Brooks Robinson out of 299. Tink Hintz, Albert Pujols, Noah Schnall, Bob Feller. Tom Glavine, Francisco Alvarez, Jake Galoff, JD Gonzalez, Mark McGuire, James Wood, Silver Walker Martin. Tink Hintz out of 499 for St. Louis. Jace Jung on the fireworks. Jonah Tong, Joe Girardi, Bobby Richardson. Last 3 packs. Max Anderson, Don Sutton, Andres Galarraga, Bryce Matthews, Edgar Martinez, Jackie Robinson, Jared Schuster is our first auto. Under the White Sox. Base auto there. Everson Pereira out of 499 for the Yankees. Jacob Wilson, Prismatic, Caden Grice, Mason Wynn, Brooks Robinson. Last 2 packs. Bartolo Colon, Corey Hunter, Joendy Vargas, Brock Vanderberg, Ruben Sierra, Owen White, Andy Page's auto for the Dodgers. Another base auto, Andy Page's sensational signatures. Mike Lowell out of 499. Justin Crawford, Evan Carter, Tommy Lasorda, Grant Taylor. Our final pack should have our final auto. Good luck for those of you who got your guesses in. There's Carson Wisenhunt, Jacob Gonzalez, Willie Mays, Adam Dunn, Matt Shaw, Colt Keith, silver rookie auto for Detroit. Colt Keith was the guess of the break. Not have a Colt Keith guess, no. Prospect signatures. That is Colt Keith on the silver auto. Let's get through the last of this pack. We'll top load, recap, and then move on to totally certified. There's Felix Hernandez, Red Wave. Orange Wave, Henry Ford. That one's out of 49. Owen Cassie, Harry Ford. Roderick Arias, Cam Collier. Let's sleeve top load and move on to the next break for a recap here. PYT 323 is coming up next. We're here to top load, then we'll do that recap. Keith Hernandez, again, that was out of 299. Brooks Robinson, out of 299. Tink Hintz, out of 499. Pereira, out of 499. Out of 499, Mike Lowell for Boston. Harry Ford out of 49. Dodgers, Kendall George out of 199. Joe Girardi out of 199. Yuri Perez out of 499. Jacob Mazeroski out of 499. Joe Girardi out of 499. George Lombard out of 299. Our autos, Jared Schuster, Andy Pages, and we had Colt Keith on the silver auto. He was the guest of the break. All right, that does it for this break. Totally certified NBA is coming up next. Get the list updated, title updated here as well. All right, give me 1 second here. Your guess is in for the player in the last auto in this one. We have one team left in this as well. The Spurs are available if anybody wants the Spurs.